Does your body temperature tend to run hot all the time? Does your special person who sleeps in the same bed with you say that you are a hot furnace? Or is your default negative emotion either anger or deep frustration? If so, you could be a Pitta Ayurvedic mind-body type. Hi, my name is Michelle Fondin. I'm an author, speaker, and author of the 10th anniversary of these two books, The Wheel of Healing with Ayurveda, an easy guide to a healthy lifestyle, and its companion workbook. I've been teaching Ayurveda since 2008, and I'm celebrating the 10th anniversary of these two books. That's why I'm doing this Introduction to Ayurveda playlist. If you're new to this channel, I want to welcome you here. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on the bell, scroll to all so you never miss a video in this series. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up and putting a comment in the comments section below. Pitta, P-I-T-T-A, is the second in the Ayurvedic mind-body types. Pitta is comprised of the elements of fire and water. And when you put those two elements together, fire and water, you get something that's very hot and humid. Think about the weather in Florida or in a tropical country or area. That is the Pitta Ayurvedic dosha. The keywords for Pitta are like the keywords of fire and water, and then fire and water combined. So think about the element of fire. We have hot, really hot, bright because it provides light, penetrating. If you go too close to a campfire, you could get burned. We think about those qualities. We think about the qualities of water, moist, wet, right? And then you put those together, you get hot, humid, moist, penetrating, bright, and very sweaty. So if you think about those qualities, that is a Pitta. That is a Pitta Ayurvedic mind-body type. So let's talk about the person, the personality, the mind and the body of a Pitta type. Pitta types tend to be down the middle as far as body structure goes. They're not fat, they're not thin, they're just right in between. They tend to be very mesomorphic. They have a very strong digestive fire. What does that mean? It means that they have a hunger when it's mealtime, and if you don't feed them, they can get very grouchy. And they can consume a lot because their digestive fire is very high. They tend to have more muscle mass on their bodies than either a Vata or a Kapha type. And they tend to have bright, shiny eyes and shiny skin. They're very passionate, driven, intense is another word for the Pitta type. They can be very warm and fuzzy, but they can also be very intense and angry. And when you put these all together, it creates a person that can be a great leader who is driven and passionate and warm and who takes the lead in situations where they do need to take the lead. Now, on the flip side, if a Pitta type does get out of balance, which often happens with all mind-body types, when a Pitta type gets out of balance, they can be cranky, angry, frustrated, critical, self-critical. As far as the body goes, they are prone to redness of the skin. They're prone to acne, breakouts, getting hives, inflammation, inflammatory diseases, and high blood pressure because of that intensity. Those are just a few examples of how a Pitta type could go out of balance. Now, the counterbalance to a hot Pitta type is to cool them down. So you can use so many techniques, which we'll talk about in subsequent videos, to calm down the heat of the Pitta type if they have a tendency to overheat, get overzealous, over-focused, or over-aggravated. So they can eat cooling foods such as mint, cilantro, mango, or coconut water. They can do soothing activities such as swimming, tai chi, or qigong, or even yoga, of course. They can immerse themselves into meditation in order to calm down that driven mind that almost never stops moving forward. Pitta types are very yang in energy because of that fire element. And so bringing that down just a notch can help a Pitta mind-body type move back into balance. So I hope this was helpful in getting you to determine if you are a Pitta type or not, or maybe somebody you love or live with is a predominant Pitta type Ayurvedic dosha. Now, I already did the Vata type. I'll put that link right here so you can refer to it after this video. And do stay tuned for my next video on the Kapha type. I want to thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you for subscribing, clicking on the bell, scrolling up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for your support of my channel. You can pick up your copies of the Wheel of Healing with Ayurveda and the companion workbook. You can check out my website for other videos and content at michellefondinauthor.com. And I will see you in the next video.